Hey collectors, here is a look at Nightfall, Batman, and Bane from McFarlane Toys, and I would like to thank Matt's Box Collectibles for this. Link in the description below. Check them out. At the back of the box, you can see the comic book cover artwork by Kelly Jones for Batman Nightfall storyline. Out of the window type box, the figures comes in a plastic tray with the card at the back, secured by a plastic strap for both of the figures. Batman comes with extra pairs of hands and a batarang, while Bane has an extra set of fists. Also, they have the circular base, like all McFarlane Toys release. Plus, they have a diorama of the Batcave where you could pose both figures fighting it out. Here are the figures out of the plastic tray, starting off with Batman. He stands at 7 inches tall. This time, he comes with a new expression, a wired cloth cape, and his suit is battle damage. This version was already released twice by McFarlane Toys. And going to Bane, who stands around 9 inches tall, this version is a clean up version of the first Bane release as a mega figure. And his suit this time around has blue highlights like what you can see in the comic book. And I would like to remind everyone to heat up the joints before you go on and posing both of these figures to avoid breaking any parts of them. And this is the back part of the figures. The major changes that McFarlane did for Bane is that this time the Venom feeder has no tank, and it's only in his wrist where he releases the venom straight to his brain. Also, there are changes in the paint scheme of Bane. With Batman, it's only the wired cloth that has a major change, but the body color and the overall image is the same as the first two releases. Here is the Nightfall Batman compared to the black and gray release, which I will call Night's End. I prefer this version, but I wish this one also came out with a cloth cape. Probably the major changes are 1. The face, because this one has an agonizing expression. The wired cape, and the battle damage suit aside from the colors. Also, the bat symbol have a different tone. If you're going to use the backdrop included for the Batcave for your toy photography, this is how it looks like. You can put them in many fighting poses until Bane defeated Batman in the Batcave and broke his back. Even though he is massive, if you can find Bane's center of balance, you can put this figure in a simple action stance. But again, I don't recommend leaving it on its own and use the circular base provided by McFarlane for support to this figure. The fun part for these 2-pack figures is that the Nightfall Batman comes with a wired cloth cape, which McFarlane should have done when he started his DC Multiverse line. Now you can pose the figure however you wanted, and the cape won't be a problem with your toy photography. For its price point, McFarlane Toys should have included an extra head sculpt of Batman without the cowl. And for size comparison, here they are with Voltes 5 from the Voltes 5 animated series, SMP line, and Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, both figures by Bandai Model Kit. With Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie by NECA, and Yamcha version 2.0 from Dragon Ball by SH Figure Arts. With Sergeant Slaughter from the G.I. Joe Classified line, and Serpentor from the box set with the Air Chariot, both figures from Hasbro. And to wrap things up, here they are with the Knight's End Batman Black and Gray suit and the Night Quest Asbat's armor, both figures from McFarlane Toys. And with that, thank you all for watching and see you all again next video.